Hola! Hold on, I gotta smack this freezer, man. There we go, like Arthur Fonzarelli. Anyway, this is another episode of Pappy's Dirty Kitchen. Yeah! And I might have done this recipe before, and but I'm doing it again. And how y'all doing? Uh, this is crab pie, man. And I had a store-bought friggin', which I usually use, the cheap ones, and they're pretty tasty and flaky. They're all right. And I've never made my own pie crust. I always thought they were overrated as far as you could just buy one and take it out in the fridge and roll it, and just unroll it and put it in the dish. But and that's how I've always done it. But anyway, I took the pie crust out of the freezer the other day. I only needed one pie crust or whatever, at the bottom for this recipe, and took it out a few days ago and put it in the fridge to thaw out. And then usually you wait 15 minutes after you take it out of the refrigerator before you unroll it. Well, I did all that, and it fell apart. It didn't take the freezing well, and I had no other means to have a crust but make my own. And I used 1.5, and this is a big plate or whatever, but this is my crust, and it was 1.5 cups because I cut the recipe in half because I only needed the bottom, and it was 1.5 cups of flour, a teaspoon of salt, a half a tablespoon of sugar, 6 tablespoons of sliced butter, about a tablespoon and a half or so of cold shortening, and about 4 to 5 tablespoons of water. And anyways, rolled it out and did all that jazz. But anyway, so to make this crab pie, friggin', we've got Jarlsberg, Swiss. I get in a chunk, a half a pound, and then I shred it myself. It's really good Swiss. And usually I don't put it in first, but I had to make the dough and use the Cuisinart, which had the cheese in it and everything, and I usually just dump it in. But yeah, because the dough was bunk, friggin', it screwed up the recipe. But anyways, we're still gonna do this. So now I'm adding my 1 pound of crab meat. Now this dish is not cheap unless you can get cheap crab, and the Swiss is not very inexpensive either. I think it was $4 or something for it, or something, maybe 5. I don't know. I could look it up. But anyway, you put a pound of crab in here. All right. Come on. Wow. This did not want to come apart. There we go. We got a pound of crab, Maine crab, man. That's what I'm using. If you're in a different region, you use the crab from your region. Maryland crab is okay. All right, so we got the crab in there, and then you add about a half a cup of mayonnaise, Hellman's, man. Whoops! I just stripped that on my jacket. I hate it when I start cooking around my jacket. Mayonnaise on a jean jacket. So, yeah, friggin', about a half a cup, about 2 heaping big spoonfuls, alright, of Hellman's mayonnaise. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can get my dog to eat this off my jacket. There you go, Bob. Look it up. There you go, buddy. Look it up. There you go. Clean up my jacket. Keep cleaning up my jacket. What, you don't like mayonnaise? No, you like mayonnaise. Yeah, you did a pretty good job. I don't think I need to wash it now. Alright, so anyway, you add your half a cup of mayonnaise, Hellmann's, the real stuff, and none of that MW. I don't even say the name of that stuff. It's gross. It's salad dressing, you know, and this isn't a salad. Anywho's, you add a quarter cup of heavy cream or half and half will work all right. So a quarter cup of that, and hold on. All right, a quarter cup of that, and then about a cup of green onion, diced or whatever, scallion. About a cup. I really like green onion, so I add quite a bit. You don't have to add as much, maybe a half a cup or whatever. But anyway, let's just mix this up. This is such an easy recipe, man. But like I said, it's not cheap. Now we need to incorporate all this. The cheese and the mayo and the crab. Well, don't spill it because the dogs will love it. Alright, let's incorporate this. It'll take a little bit, especially in this process. I usually don't do it in these steps, but, you know, let's all work together and experience it together. We'll all go together when we burn. Tom Lehrer, very talented, still alive. I thought he was dead, or he's just off the grid. He's still alive. He retired, and he was a mathematician and teacher and everything. I don't know if it was Harvard. Yeah. So you mix this all up. Yeah. All right. And then you just dump it into your pie crust, man. Oh my gosh, so much love here. Simple love. Simple love. Oh, this is hurting my hand. It's heavy. Scoop that all in there. And make sure you get it all, because crab ain't cheap. And neither is the cheese. Scallions is only like 75 cents or whatever, but you know, with the crab and everything. The crab was 25 friggin' bucks for a pound, man. 25 friggin' bucks. But yeah, get that in there and then spread it out and fill up your pan. Oh, that looks delightful. Yeah. But I'm still curious how my crust is going to taste. I've never done this before. I always thought homemade crusts, for the most part, were overrated. The scientists at Pillsbury definitely had it down, man. And a nice flaky crust and everything. But, yeah. And I remember a chick, I served her one of my meals, quiche, I think it was, and I used a store-bought friggin' pie crust, and she goes, "I loved your crust that you made." And I was like, "Yeah, it's Grandma Pillsbury's recipe." But yeah, I'm gonna give that to you, Bob. There you go, buddy. Pretty clean, buddy. Get that clean. And so anyway, you put this in a 350 degree oven for about 45 minutes. And you might want to spin it halfway through. And it may take more than 45 minutes, but you want the crust to be done, but you don't want to overcook the crab and everything and dry it out. So you'll figure it out. But anyway, that's been the crab pie in Pappy's Dirty Kitchen. And thank you for enjoying this episode of Pappy's Dirty Kitchen. Yeah! Peace and love, people.